my loves, welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. Here in this channel we talk about relaxed hair care, hair growth tips, protective styling, and anything hair related. So if you know you're interested in this type of content, please consider subscribing to join the family. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an update on my relaxer stretch challenge. So as you guys know, I did a 16-month relaxer stretch challenge which ended last year, after which I started another relaxer stretch challenge which is supposed to last for 10 months. And the reason why this is smaller compared to my last relaxer stretch is because I just want to take a step back and enjoy my hair and not having to deal with the struggles of a lot of new growth. So in case you are new here, or if you don't know the reason why I embark on long relaxer stretches, basically it's just to retain length. Okay, so relaxer stretches has been part of my staples. I always say that it's the second major thing that helped me retain length and grow my hair to butt length. Yeah, I'm no longer at butt length because I got a trim, but you get the drift. So basically that's it. And the longer I stretch my relaxers, the more results I tend to get. So that's why I embark on long relaxer stretches, and I usually take them as a challenge which I share with you guys on the channel. I've shared multiple relaxer stretch challenges before on the channel. If you're an OG, you would already know that. So relaxer stretches helps in length retention by giving you a lot of new growth to work with when you eventually relax your hair, thereby reducing the risk of overlapping your relaxers and over processing your previously relaxed hair. So when you have a lot of new growths to work with, the risk of the relaxer coming in contact with your previously relaxed hair is reduced compared to when you stretch your relaxers for about just 8 weeks, where you probably have about half an inch to 1 inch of new growth. Sis, there is no way you want to relax 1 inch of new growth and that relaxer will not come in contact with your previously relaxed hair. I don't know, probably you'll be able to perform some magic to avoid that, but most of the time it's difficult. Yeah, so to reduce this, relaxer stretches are key, and that is why I always say that after protective styling, relaxer stretches is the next key for me when it comes to length retention. So like I said, this current relaxer stretch is supposed to last for 10 months, and can you guys guess how long we are into this challenge already? Can you guess? Okay, so we are officially halfway through this challenge, meaning I am currently 5 months post relaxer. 5 months already, guys, on another relaxer stretch challenge. Everything feels like a movie because time is just flashing. 5 months already. Wow, unbelievable. But yeah, that's the truth. Okay, so this is how my hair is looking like at 5 months post relaxer. I am currently in a long-term protective style challenge which I've shared with you guys in previous videos. I've also given a recent update on this protective style challenge, so in case you missed that video, you can check it out. It is in my protective styling playlist which is linked down in the description box below. Okay, so let me just show you guys how my hair looks like at 5 months post relaxer. So I have about 5 weeks worth of new growth from the protective style challenge. So let's say about 1 month. So this is like 1 month of the relaxer stretch, and we have 4 months worth of new growth in the braids itself. Okay, so that's it. That's how my roots are looking like. So guys, I always use protective styling to try and retain length whenever I'm on relaxer stretch challenges. And can you see why? Like, just look at that new growth. This is 1 month worth of new growth. My natural hair texture is very coarse and I have high density hair. This is like 1 month. Since I have 5 months of new growth, imagine times 5 of this. That is what I would have had to deal with if I didn't put my hair in a protective style. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it for my new growth, and As for what I've been doing for this past 5 months, it's basically protective styling. So after I relaxed my hair last year, I started with what was supposed to be a short-term protective style, which is a bun. That bun was supposed to last for about 1 to 2 months, after which I was supposed to start putting my hair back in long-term protective styles. But I ended up carrying that bun for 3 to 4 months, so it sort of like turned into a long-term protective style. So after that, I washed my hair. By the way, the wash routine is already up on the channel, so in case you missed it, you can check it out. After washing my hair, I air dried it using the African threaded twist. And one of the reasons why I use African threaded to air dry my hair is because of my relaxer stretches. So apart from helping to reduce tangles when air drying your hair, African threading also helps to stretch your hair and stretch your new growth. So if you are stretching your relaxers, or if you have coily hair and you want to get a straighter texture but you don't want to use heat or use a chemical, African threading is the best natural alternative, guys. If you have not been using this method to air dry your hair, just try it. Just try it one time and I assure you, you will become obsessed with it. So it was very helpful, especially as I wanted to install a long-term protective style, like put my hair in braids and keeping my roots stretched. We just make the installation process easier. So I sort of air dried my hair with the African threading for about 2 days, after which I went on to install these braids, and these braids have been on now for over a month, about 5 weeks to be precise. So yeah, that is basically all I have done for the past 5 months. So like I said, it's basically protective styling, 1 wash routine and 2 long-term protective styles. And moving forward, I am still going to be using the same regimen, which is going to revolve majorly around protective styling, but I'm going to be trying something which I have not tried before in my 10 years of being relaxed, and that is washing my hair in protective styles. So I'm going to be washing my hair in protective styles for the first time next week, so watch out for that video. And depending on the results I get from that, I'm going to decide if I am going to be washing my hair in protective styles as I continue in this relaxer stretch, or if I just want to stick with washing my hair in between my long-term protective styles. So after taking down these braids, I am going to be installing another long-term protective style as well. So it will just be like protective styles back to back until about 2 weeks before my relaxer day, after which I'll take down any form of long-term protective style I have on at that moment and just put my hair in chunky braids to sort of let my hair rest, after which I am going to relax my hair. So another thing I am going to be doing moving forward is trimming. So you guys know that one of my goals for this year is to trim my hair more frequently. So I got a question in one of my comments if it's necessary to trim your hair when it's not damaged, and no guys, it's not. And that is why I don't just trim my hair just for trimming's sake. It has to be what my hair needs. It has to be that my hair is going to gain from that. There has to be a purpose for that trim. So if your hair is not damaged, if you don't have split ends, there is no reason for you to trim your hair. And there's something I'm going to talk about in detail in another video, which is see-through ends does not mean that your hair is damaged, because I feel like most people feel like when your ends are see-through, your hair is damaged. You can trim your hair when you have see-through ends to like kind of give your hair a more fuller look or blunt look, but that does not necessarily mean that your hair is damaged or you have to get a trim. If your ends are see-through but they aren't damaged or they aren't split, it is not necessary for you to trim your hair unless you want to. It is only compulsory to trim your hair when your hair is damaged or you have split ends, and see-through ends does not necessarily mean your ends are damaged. Yes, sometimes when your ends are see-through, it means that your hair is damaged, but this is not always the case, because sometimes, especially for those of us that install long-term protective styles, there are times that you get a lot of tangles, and in trying to detangle, you get a lot of breakage and all that, and as a result, you end up getting like uneven strands of hair, because most of the ends may have been lost to breakage. So that can result to see-through ends. It does not mean that your hair is damaged. In this case, it just means that all your hair strands are not at the same level. Okay, so before you trim your hair, make sure there's a reason for it. So I am not trimming my hair for trimming's sake. If you are an OG, you will know that my goal when it comes to length is to have a blunt look, tailbone length. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I want to trim my hair more frequently this year, to like try and get that blunt look. Okay, and just to like kind of give my ends that happy look. So yeah, it's not necessary to trim your ends except they are tarnished. So yeah guys, that's it for that. And like I said, I'm going to be trying to get more trims this year, especially during this relaxer stretch. So I have already gotten 2 trims in the last 5 months. So I got a trim after I relaxed my hair last year, and about 4 months later I got another trim. So I have trimmed my hair now twice in the span of a year, which is different from the norm. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that in a year, I trim my hair about once, max twice. So the fact that in a span of 5 months, I have trimmed my hair twice is just insane and mind-blowing to me. So yeah, I'm going to try and trim my hair at least once before I end this relaxer stretch challenge, but let's just see how it goes. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it for my trims, and that's it for how my relaxer stretch challenge has been going. I'm also going to make sure to give you guys more updates in the future, probably every 2 weeks or every month until I eventually relax my hair, so make sure to watch out for those. So yeah guys, if you started this relaxer stretch challenge with me, or if you are currently on a relaxer stretch challenge, please let me know how your relaxer stretch challenge is going in the comment section down below, and how many months post relaxer you are currently. So yeah guys, that's it for how my relaxer stretch challenge has been going. That's it for today's video. So if you watched this video this far and you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here and you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to join the family, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in my next video. Bye.